What is going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having an absolutely fantastic holiday season, Christmas, New Year's, Hanukkah, whatever it is that everyone is celebrating. I hope it's fantastic for you. I'm Dylan. Oh, come here, buddy. This is Vegeta, my banana pastel GHI het hypo royal python. And today we're going to talk about some morphs on this episode of Prehistoric Companions.
What's up, world? What's going on, YouTube? My name's Dylan Schultz. I'm a mailman,
I'm an artist,
and I'm a reptile keeper. If those things interest you, welcome to my channel and keep watching.
Alright, so welcome back, everybody. So yeah, we're just chilling out, hanging out in the reptile room today, and I thought I'd put together a video about morphs. I'm actually pretty new to the whole morph thing. I actually didn't really know that much about morphs until about last year. Now, growing up, in previous videos, I've mentioned that, my family and I, we've had dogs and cats and that standard stuff, but we've had a couple exotic animals growing up too. I think one of the first exotic pets that I really remember, we've had hermit crabs and we've had sulcata tortoises. So those were really popular growing up. I remember always asking my dad if he could bring them to school so I could show them off to my classmates, because I love the reaction that everyone got out of seeing this enormous tortoise. And that just always inspired me. I've always had an affinity for animals, and especially reptiles. I've always loved them. And up until about last year, I've started realizing just what incredible variety of colors and patterns and scale mutations and just everything that is out there. I didn't even really know about ball pythons, royal pythons, until this year, really. I never really considered snakes as a pet, and the dangerous part being a reptile keeper is having extra tanks laying around. I had an extra 37-gallon tank, and let's see. I wonder what else I could put in here. So I started doing some searching, and I've never considered a snake before, and I did all kinds of research on the royal pythons, and that's where I found this guy, Vegeta. Got him from Garrick DeMeyer, Royal Constrictor Designs. He's my first snake, and I have been so happy with him. Aside from the fact that he is just a picky, he don't eat. I just tried offering him food today, and again, this will be 6 weeks without food, so we'll keep trying. But nonetheless, he's just gorgeous. His patterns, I love the contrast of these darker patterns in the yellow. Now, something like this, you'll never see anything like this in the wild. So I'll have to show you guys up here what a wild type would typically look like. Now with the royal pythons, ball pythons, there are, I think last time I checked on Google, more than 6,500 different types of this species of snake, which is insane. That's more than, there's roughly, I think, about 3,000 different types of species of snakes worldwide. So just the fact that there are so many different types of color and pattern and scale mutations of these ball pythons, and there's more every year. There's so many, I guess apparently millions of different potential combinations that you could create, and many people who are really active and involved with the ball python breeding in particular say that they don't see the industry dying down, and there's going to be many morphs to be discovered, and the industry is just growing. Already just this year, 2020, this pandemic has sent people spending money and getting animals like crazy. I know I have. Just this year alone, I've upped my collection from 2 bearded dragons to 3 ball pythons, a boa constrictor, a milk snake, and a leopard gecko. Now, since I've discovered this guy here and just the incredible variety that there is available out there, it is insane. If you guys check out Morph Market right down here, that site is incredible. just a variety of just about whatever you could find, you know, various ball pythons, boa constrictors, bearded dragons, leopard geckos. I can't really think of a reptile that isn't on that site that doesn't have like some sort of mutation, morph mutation, albinism, leucism, melanistic, whatever. There are so much to choose from, and just about whatever kind of reptile for whatever kind of keeper. Vegeta, you are crazy. So Danger Noodle here had a nice rat fuzzy this morning. So this guy absolutely loves food. He's a little champion, never had any issues with him. So this is a pied male, and pied ball is actually what really hit the in the early 90s. You know, the albino ball pythons were huge, and those were selling for like $7,000 a piece, maybe more. But then the pied ball came out, and this changed the ball python game. And then from there, just all different other kind of morph mutations just exploded. My bearded dragon's here. We got Aussie chilling, hanging out. So this is just a wild type bearded dragon. Normal scale, nothing fancy, no color, pattern mutation, not hypo, not trans. This is pretty much what you would find the Pagona vitaceps out in Central Australia. Same down here for Philo. He's sleeping, chilling out in his plant here. I think the only difference between these two bearded dragons is that he is a leatherback. He is much softer to the touch, so that's a scale mutation. He's not hypo, he's not trans, he's a normal, but he's just a lot smoother, like a reduced scaling. So if you were to breed a leatherback to a leatherback, then you would get like a silky, a completely reduced scale mutation, really smooth. This is a boa constrictor imperator. So you'll find these guys in parts of Mexico, up through parts of South America, west of the Andes. And these guys, this is just a normal wild type, nothing fancy, but there's lots of different morphs in these guys too. So you'll find there's a lot of different type of locality boas, like the Hog Island boas, I think are naturally hypomelanistic, so they're a little lighter in color. So there's a lot of different wild type natural looking boas, but they're not specifically morphs. This guy's just a little squirmy. And this one I've determined is a female. I'm pretty sure, because the boas are actually a type of snake that you could do a visual gender analysis. So I just find that the tail tapers. Yeah, that tail, the cloaca is located roughly about underneath here. So the cloaca there, and the tail tapers very quickly. So males would have a little bit fatter tail at the end to house the hemipenes. So, and you can even like run your fingers like along the tail here, and if you feel like a little bead, like a little bump under there, then those are the hemipenes. If you don't feel anything, then it's a female. So I have a female here, boa constrictor imperator wild type. Let's take a quick break from this morph stuff. Check this out. My Madagascar hissing cockroaches right here. I have 2 females and 1 male, produced all of these. Check this out. There are so many little babies in here. Can't even begin to tell you how many there are on the top, underneath. Look at all that. Just 2 females and 1 male produced. They're all inside those containers. Some of them are already getting pretty darn big. Lots and lots of babies. So we'll grow those up, increase the colony, sell them as pets, sell them as feeders, feed my own lizards. So let's get back to the morph stuff. So here we have Looney, my high white Pueblan milk snake. This is a type of king snake. You can find these milk snakes and king snakes kind of all over North America and parts of Central America, South America, and lots of different varieties too. So there are some that look kind of like rattlesnakes, because that's what these kind of milk snakes and king snakes do. They mimic other more venomous type of snakes. So this one is mimicking a coral snake, which is highly venomous. So you've probably heard the saying, red and yellow kill a fellow, but red and black is a friend of Jack. This here is a leopard gecko. These originate from the Middle East, like Pakistan, Afghanistan, and this particular morph is a banded raptor. Look how beautiful this little female is. This is a juvenile, and I've only had this little girl for about 2 weeks. Huh, Nova? You're so cute. Let's see if she'll eat some dubias. What are you doing in there? So let's head on over to Morph Market and see all the absolutely incredible things, creatures and colors and patterns and things that are over there. Alright, so here we are on Morph Market. So here we have the United States. You could choose United States, South Africa. That's where you can buy all kinds of crazy like wild types that might contain possibly new genes or whatever's coming out of Africa. You got European sites, so we'll just go United States. Check it out down here. Look at all this different stuff. There's a lot more than this, but check it out. We got ball pythons, boas, leopard geckos, crested geckos, short-tailed pythons. That's next on my list right there. Garter snakes, king snakes, milk snakes, crocodiles, bearded dragons. Let's see what we got for ball pythons here. Let's click on that. Ball pythons. Right now, there are about, 23,000 ball pythons available roughly right now. Let's take a look at some of these. These are bamboo ball pythons. I really want to start adding some of these in my collection. So the bamboos are part of the blue-eyed leucistic complex. So this here is a blue-eyed leucistic. Let's pull this up. Get an all-white snake with blue eyes. So certain types of morphs, there's a lot of different ways that you can make this snake here. Lesser and lesser, bamboo and bamboo, or bamboo and lesser, and the list goes on. So you can create so many things with the bamboo. Oh, this is a bamboo, Mojave, possible Woma, possible cinnamon pastel. A female, that's pretty cool. But I really want to get some bamboos, some good old bamboos. Look at that. So that's a codom, so if I were to breed this with a female, normal wild type female, half of the offspring will come out bamboo because it's a dominant trait. Let's browse a little bit through the latest that they have here. We got a pied, 66% het caramel, that's cool. Super inchy. Let's see if we can find a really cool looking one here. Spider, black pastel spider. I like the black pastel stuff. Whoa, look at this guy. This is cool. This is a pastel inchy yellow belly clown, 66% het hide. That is sick. I would love to work with something like that. Female, what is this thing going for? $3,000 US. Look at that, I love that pattern. The clowns always have a pretty unique head stamp. Clown and pied, those are pretty much the really up there with the most popular morph combinations that are available. This is amazing. I would love one of these. This Sunglow Motley 100% Het Anuary. Look at that boa. Wow. $1,500. Look at this banana clown. That's crazy what the clown did to the pattern. It's got to be more than that, I don't know. But yeah, that banana, that yellow snake, the banana is also a pretty dominant trait. It's a codom, so that's going to really show through and work well with a lot of different genes. That's crazy looking. Look at this cypress. This is a cypress 100% het hypo. So that's pretty cool, having that white coming up around those keyhole patterns. I love the contrast of patterns. That's what I really like in the ball pythons, is just the contrast and intricate patterns. So brilliant. All those oranges and yellows. Wow. Let's look at some of these bearded dragons. There's all kinds of awesome bearded dragons too. You can get red ones, white ones, black ones, leatherbacks. Here's a good example of a hypo leatherback 0. So complete pattern reduction. You almost got like this paper white bearded dragon. Super cool. And here's some silkback, a leather mutation bearded dragon. So these guys will be super smooth. They aren't going to really have like any spikes or anything on them. Only thing with this mutation is they're a little more sensitive to UVB and UVA rays, so you'll have to dial that down a little bit, but those guys are super cool. So now, if you guys have seen in today's episode, there is an absolutely amazing variety of reptiles that are available for us out there. There's, ball pythons, bearded dragons, tegus, iguanas, even humans come in an amazing variety of morphs. Did you ever look around and check out all the different types of people that there are? There's tall people, short people, people with straight hair, with curly hair, dark hair, blonde hair, red hair. It's just, I think that we appreciate all these amazing variety of animals that we keep at home, people love and appreciate so much. So why not take the time to appreciate all the different types and colors of people that there are in the world as well? Makes sense, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Do me a favor, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and notification bell so you guys don't miss anything. Always trying to improve and give you guys updates on the critters and everything cool happening with prehistoric companions. So you guys be safe, wear your mask, be great to your mail carrier, and you guys have awesome holidays. New Year's is approaching. I still don't really know what I'm doing, but I have some awesome plans for 2021. Be safe, you guys. Peace.